it's LegoJake17
and LegoSteve16
with another video. And we got a lot of good feedback from our last video and want to show you our Slave 1 collection. So.
Also, if you haven't seen our last video, it's about our Lego Batman collection.
The DC Comics collection, yeah. So, all right, you want to come over here. I'll show, this is the Slave 1 from set 7144.
Very old.
165 pieces. Comes with this Boba Fett.
And that Han and Carbonite.
And this Han and Carbonite, if you can see, has some dials on the top of it.
And if you were looking very closely, you could see right here on the bottom, there is a little Slave 1.
Yep, this is from a Brickmaster, 20019, 76 pieces.
Yep.
And we put it on part of our display here. This one up here, the 7144, does have articulating wings and individually articulating guns. It does have a cargo bay under here where the Han can hold.
With a carbonite thing, does, yes. And then right here, actually, that's in the beginning.
Here's the back of this. A lot of detail on the back of these. We moved them just slightly so we could put the bracket on.
There is a stander on that, so it can come off the stander. And you can see this one also has articulating guns and articulating wings. The wings move at the same time, not the guns.
Very good.
Now we're going to go over here.
Next one is the 6209. 537 pieces. This one came with IG-88.
Dengar.
A Besman Guard.
Boba Fett. No printing.
And while it is the same Han and Carbonite, there's a different treatment on the top of it so that it can be held, it can be carried.
The little back flap there.
One of the exciting parts about this one for me is that there's actually a misprint on the back. If you see right here, they actually showed the Boba Fett from Cloud City that has the painted legs. But this particular set does not have Boba with painted legs. It has Boba
also in the minifigure, it has Boba without painted legs.
Well, this one also has the articulating wings, and the cockpit actually articulates with the wings, which is pretty fun. So if you're playing with this, and as you move the vehicle around, the wings move and kind of counterbalance him where he should be.
Also, if you trigger this black thing on the side here...
Don't shoot me in the face.
I won't. There's this big, huge black cannon that can shut.
Indeed.
And open back up for secret emergency shootouts.
Very fun. There are two hidden cannons on the side here that pop out. One on each side. They can go back in, and it closes up like that.
Some cockpits on the side, actually the little controller things with
a little storage area here.
With extra guns in it.
Get down in to see that.
Inside of there.
Has other little storage areas up here, fun for bombs and all kinds of things.
I think one of them has TNT in it, maybe?
Nope. And then this allows the cargo bay on the bottom here to come down, and that's where the Han and Carbonite stores on this one. This one also has some little white bombs that go. They kind of look like white minifigure heads that can be part of the back of this one. Again, lots of detail in here. There's the back.
Some pretty cool details right there.
We've found a gentleman on eBay that sells these awesome stands that articulate spin. So if you look up Lego stand for Slave 1, you'll find that gentleman that puts those together.
And then the next one is the Ultimate Collectors Series one in the back here.
Yes, that's 75060.
It's a new one, and it has a Boba Fett, a regular Han Solo, which can clip into the back of the Carbonite, just so it fits with the Carbonite new statue with two little handle flat things. A Besman Guard with a new type of hat, and a new Stormtrooper.
Yeah, now, this one is almost 2,000 pieces, 1,996 pieces. Again, articulating wings
Not the cockpit. Doesn't
Not
go
the
with
cockpit.
it.
This slides up on this one to get into the controls. The cockpit does move. You can store his guns on each side.
The guns move at the exact same time on the bottom.
I can click that back in.
Sometimes it's hard to click it back in. If you heard that.
Indeed.
Sometimes hard. Now, there is a ton. This one does not have a spinning standard, but there is a ton of back details. It's just kind of resting on there. The new type of standard for these type.
Yeah, that one comes in the set.
Yes. Tons of details. Tons of motors. Even little clear things to help it hold up.
Very fun. It does have articulating wings again. Does have the cargo bay up underneath for the Han and Carbonite. These tuck back in so they can be put out of way. It uses droid arms.
So it's hard sometimes.
Move itself back in. These guns move together.
At the same time.
And there is a, like we said, there is a cargo bay under there for
Han Solo.
This Han Solo.
And there is a, right here, it is attached to the standard, but it is a Slave One thing that tells you all about it.
Yeah, it came with a very informational book on the Slave One as well. Then a few others in our collection that we haven't built yet, but we are going to build 2 out of 3.
Except this one we are not going to be building.
We'll talk about that one in a moment. This one right here is the 7153. Has 358 pieces. Jango Fett Slave One.
The only blue one.
And although it is currently sealed in box, we are going to build this one. So stay tuned for a future video of that build and those minifigures.
Should be coming out maybe next week.
There's also the 8097, which is 573 pieces. And has Boba, Han, and Carbonite, and Bosk in this set.
Yeah, this one, he forgot to mention that this has a old Jango Fett that comes with it, and little kid Boba that looks like this in the movies, looks like him in the movies. And you can switch his head around and put on hair, but you take off his helmet, and he has a face. The Jango has a face. Sorry, I forgot his name for a minute.
And then lastly is the Star Wars 6 Celebration Mini Slave One.
But the guy, I think, still can fit in it.
And it is, you can see here, number 0181 of 1000 limited edition from the Star Wars 6 Celebration exclusive. And that is our Lego Slave One Star Wars collection. Thanks for tuning in. And we'll talk soon. Say bye.
Bye.